road itself, even though I didn't drive it, I was driving out, as slowly as I did, driving to the conditions. The road is immense. In the dry, I haven't driven it in the dry, but I think I just found my number one road in the whole world. The Susten Pass was my previous number one in Switzerland. The Susten Pass in Switzerland was my previous number one. But I haven't confirmed the Grossglockner is now number one because I haven't driven it in the dry. But it's an immense road. And I've driven on some good roads, the Black Forest, the Pacific Coast Highway from the PCH from San Francisco all the way to the Big Sur and beyond. I've driven some epic roads. The Grossglockner might just be my number one. Hi. Okay. I'm just going to show you the route I took when I left Zell-am-See in Austria to head into the Dolomites, Cortina di Ampezzo in the Dolomites in Italy. It was a very straightforward route, a north to south route, and it took about, I think the total distance was less than 200 kilometers, something like that. So as you can see, it was from Zell-am-See southwards through Salzburg and over the Grossglockner. This is the Grossglockner. This is the Grossglockner. And the Grossglockner links Salzburg with Carinthia. And once I descended the Grossglockner, it was into Italy, and this road all the way into Italy is an amazing road. It's simply amazing road. In fact, this route, right? This entire route is a driver's paradise, a driver's dream. And so this was into the Dolomites, and this is where I stayed. This is where we stayed for our Italian leg in the Dolomites. So yeah, a very straightforward route. I will, if you're interested, I can share all my routes. Yeah, thank you. Just thought I would share that route and show you my route on that day from Zell-am-See to the Dolomites. Good morning. Welcome back to the Grossglockner, sorry. And as you can see, it is dry and sunny. Even though there's a bit of traffic on the roads, but I had to drive it again to determine if it is actually better than the Susten Pass. Cyclist. Wow, what a road. More cyclists. Grossglockner Alpine Road is the highest paved road in all Austria, reaching a maximum elevation of 2,500 meters plus. And as you can see, it has 3 lanes, 2 up, 1 down for most of its length, and has an incredibly smooth surface. And you can see why it is so popular amongst proponents of different activities and pastimes. It is the driver's dream. It's best to tackle it as early as possible to avoid the choice courses and day triggers in the Citroen 2 CVs. Citroen 2 CV. The views from the top as you approach the top it just gets more and more spectacular. And I found out that the views were actually what was slowing my pace. Aside from avoiding the occasional bits of traffic I encountered along the way, but the views were just gobsmacking, incredible, and they are a big part of the appeal of this Grossglockner Alpine High Road. Citroen 2 CV. Those things have no power at all. Just check out that view. What a view. I have to slow down just to admire the view. Bleeding heck. Sorry, mind my language, but wow. Driving roads don't get much better, do they? It didn't take too long to get to the top of the Grossglockner Alpine High Road. But I parked up and brought out the drone to get a better view. And the views from up there were simply spectacular and astonishing. It's well worth the drive for the views alone. If you're a driver, you cannot regret taking the trouble to get to the Grossglockner and driving it end to end, as I did. Everything is words don't do it justice. But here are some shots from the drone. I couldn't spend too much time flying the drone because I had a hectic schedule, but I hope this gives you a flavor of what awaits you should you make the same journey. And so it was time to descend the Grossglockner High Alpine Road, the road with the highest and most panoramic views I've ever driven, and also the best road I've ever driven. Just take it in. Just take this descent in. These were the most Bundespolizei friendly clips I could find, but I tell you, the descent into Heiligenblatt Grossglockner on the Carinthian side was amazing for everything. The views, the driving, the variety of corner, everything. I could stretch Hellboy's legs and push on, and Hellboy delivered as always. Man, what a car. What a car the GT3 RS is. My goodness. There are not many cars that possess its breadth of abilities, its ability to entertain you regardless of the circumstance. Road, track, it delivers everywhere. Delivers on road, delivers on track. And actually impressed me in the snow, as you'll see in a later video. A 911 GT3 RS on a bone-dry Grossglockner Alpine High Road is an unbeatable combination. 100%. Yeah, good afternoon. Sorry about that. I've just done the Grossglockner again because I wanted to answer the question: Is the Grossglockner better than my favorite road in Europe, the Suston Pass? So while I'd done this road, while I climbed it yesterday, it was in less than ideal conditions. It was wet, it was cold, and you just had to drive to the limits of the grip available. Today, as you can see, the weather is perfect. It's dry, it's sunny, and I could, even though with traffic, I could, explore, not the limits, but, enjoy myself a bit more. And so, back to the question. Is the Grossglockner better than the Suston Pass? I have to say yes. The views are better, 100%. I have to say yes. The Suston Pass was my favorite road, but I think I got a new number one now in Europe. I am 1 mile from the Italian border, and 24 miles from Cortina, which where will be based for the next 3 days to do some Italian passes. As I said earlier, the drive from Zellamsee to this point over the Grossglockner and on the B107. Oh my goodness. The B107, remember that name, that road? It's from Salzburg to the other side. Oh my goodness. One of the best roads ever. Even when you descend, when you've left the official Alpine High Road, you're still on the Glockner Grossstrasse, something like that. It's the B107. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible.
In 1,000 feet, go straight on into
The Carabinieri.
Go straight on for 12 minutes to Pisteria.
Oh, nobody disturbed me. We're in Italy. welcome to a snowy Cortina. We were supposed to be driving quite a few processes today. My cousin ventured out, but I didn't have the kahunas to go out in cold temperatures and wet uncupped 2 tires. I wasn't going to take that risk. He has a 4-wheel drive Porsche on road tires. So as you can see, it is snowing. There will be no driving today. No Gardena Pass, no Cellar Pass, no Great Dolomite Road, no Knock-on Pass. Yeah, so we will be grounded today. A shame, but these things happen. We're in Italy, we're in the Dolomites after all. Very, very pretty, but also inconvenient. Looks like the road trip is over. In Italy, and yeah, as you can see, the snow has moved in, and it's been snowing heavily all day.
Well, I am definitely
I'm not sure how I'm going to get back or leave this area. I'm not sure I'm going to do it, to be honest, because I'm in Cortina, and the hotel is at the top of a big hill, and the roads are completely blocked with snow right now. Was the road trip really over? How do we rescue the situation? Let's find out in the next video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing.